In this video, traders, look at, I want to become a day trader. What do I need? Stick around. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. All right, so you want to become a day trader, what do you need? Now, I'm not going to lecture you on the risk of day trading. I guess you already know that. If you don't already know that, please go and look it up. Seriously risky, high risk. Most people will lose money day trading. That's the fact. If you still want to get involved and you understand the risks, then that's fine. You know, we're all big boys and girls here, but as long as you understand that, then we're all good. Okay, so things have changed a lot since I started back in 2001 when it was a little bit tricky, actually. I remember I used to put my orders through. US were way ahead of us in terms of online trading. You used to actually have to put the orders through like a messenger. So it wasn't really online trading. Telephone was way quicker. But you put the messenger through and say, hey, I'd like a quote for Barclays Bank. And the guy would come back and then he would say what the bid price and the offer price is. And you'd say, yes, I'd like to buy 20,000 shares of Barclays or whatever it was. And you'd be away. So fortunately, things are much, much easier. There's loads more resources out there. You've got YouTube, of course. You've got good channels like this. And there's other channels, of course, guys. Loads of resources, loads of books, loads of useful stuff to learn from. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Number one, the right mindset. You don't want to come into it with a get rich quick mindset. You will lose money. You're better off just going to the casino. If you want to get rich quick, fair enough. And you want to take the risk with that, fair enough. But you probably, well, almost definitely have better odds taking the money that you want to get rich quick with and just sticking on a roulette table, taking a 50-50 shot or a 49 point, whatever shot it is, and seeing what happens. The trouble is if you have that mentality and the mindset with trading, and I've seen guys who have literally said to me, I just want to get rich quick, Mark, and I've said, hey, this isn't the vehicle for you because it will just take your money away from you because your approach is, even if you do make the money in the first few trades, you'll give it back because your mentality is all wrong. So if that's the case, and that's fine. Some people just want to do that, and if they want to do that, I just would not recommend doing it in the markets. There's better ways of doing it. And even you see guys who make a lot of money in the markets with that mindset early on, they wipe out later. So unless they suddenly, I've never seen anyone who's suddenly got it, you know, they've made like 200 grand or something and they've gone, oh, all of a sudden I'm just going to quit now. No, they want the 2 million, they want the 20, and then of course they blow up because they've got the wrong mindset and the wrong attitude. So have the right mindset, guys. Do it because you enjoy doing it. People say you should be robotic about it. Well, whatever. I like doing it. I enjoy trading. I think you guys probably do too. If you're new to it, you've got to enjoy doing it because the hours you're going to have to put into it are a lot. And if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to put the work in. Mindset of, I want to approach this like a business. So setting your plan out, having a capital to put at risk, deciding when you're going to work in the business, deciding when you're going to do this, do that, just like if you're opening a garage, just like if you're opening a restaurant, just like if you're opening a barber, just like if you're opening an office, doing some sort of call center or something. You get the idea. So the right mindset is crucial. Number two is a plan of action. Touched on this in a moment, but I've talked about this so many times, and I wonder how many times I've said trading plan in all the videos I've done. Because if you've been around a while, probably thinking a lot, Mark, a lot. Okay, you get the idea. A trading plan or a plan of action is not necessarily a trading plan actually, but be careful to distinguish between the two. A plan of action is, okay, I'm going to risk X amount of money. I'm going to work on it this time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And just laying out as if you were running a business, how you intend to do it. Now, the thing is with plans, guys, is the plan never ever works out. We know this, right? We know that the plans very, very, very rarely work. But it's the process of planning that actually helps, and there's been studies to show this. You're going to have to adapt your plan, you're going to have to adjust, you're going to have to tweak and amend, but the fact that you've taken the time to sit down and plan what you're going to do, you haven't just cracked open a brokerage account and punted away on USD, JPY or whatever it may be. You've gone, all right, here's my plan, here's what I'm going to focus on, the markets I'm going to focus on. And don't forget, when you first start trading, there's going to be so many unknowns. You don't know what strategy suits you, you don't know what sort of personality you've got, you don't even know the difference between different currency pairs, and that's fine, you know, just starting out. But just pick something, say, you know what, I'm going to day trade these currency pairs, or I'm going to day trade the indices, or I'm going to do this and do that, and just have a go at something and stick to it for a certain period of time. That's crucial as well. Number three, guys, is a strategy that suits you. And I just said you wouldn't know what suits you, but you know what, you've got to pick one. You probably have an idea whether you want to hold things, you want to be more of an active scalper, and bear in mind that's going to become more challenging as time goes on with technology. Do you want to kind of look for maybe one trade a day, so the major move of the day from low to high, or are you going to trade the open aggressively at the open, or are you going to trade multiple markets and kind of look to trade 2 or 3 things at a time. I'd be a bit cautious about that. What time can you commit to trading? So all this stuff goes into your brain and you start thinking about, all right, what's my strategy? Do I like to look for momentum type strategies? Do I like to look for mean reversion type strategies? And regardless of that, you know, not saying you have to go and do that. What I'm saying is just pick any strategy you like. Doesn't matter what it is for now. You can go and grab there's loads of different strategies out and about on the internet that you can pick and say, hey, I quite like the idea of that, but stick to it. Don't expect to, again, mindset, don't expect it's going to make you rich overnight, but stick to it. And then you can make it your own. You can tweak it and adjust it, or you can go, you know what, that's not for me, and kick it out of here. But that's very important, guys. Okay, number 4 is hardware. It goes without saying, you've got to have a decent computer, decent laptop. It doesn't have to be too powerful. Fortunately, the technology needed now isn't that much, and most of us have got broadband. We're not on those dial-up modems, spending £30,000 on powerful machines and stuff anymore. We don't need to. So laptop, spare screen, always recommend having a couple of screens. If you can have a multi-screen setup, fine. All those screens now, they're massive, and you can get an additional screen or 1 screen, and because of the way the charts are laid out, you can have 4 or 5 charts on there anyway. You may find that you want more screens later, but I would always recommend going low rather than high and then reducing. It's too easy to go out and say, oh, I need a quad system, 2 quad systems, having an 8-screen setup because it looks cool, and then you just like try and fill it with stuff, and the trouble is with that is it's noise into your brain and adding cognitive load. You're better off going, right, you know what, I'm gonna have a dual screen system, decent couple of screens, and I'm gonna see how I get on. If I then feel like I haven't got enough screen real estate, then go to add, you know, a 3rd screen. Broker and tools. Don't forget to check out our channel sponsor, guys. I'll link to them in the description below if you're looking for a broker. So obviously you need a broker to execute your trades, depending on where you are in the world, depending on how much money you've got, depending on the type of trading you are, depending on the type of market you want to get exposed to. You know, you need a broker that fits those parameters. So like I say, we have got a channel sponsor there that you are welcome to look at. And other tools as well. You might find that you know, you need additional tools, maybe some screening tools, maybe some additional charting tools, maybe you want to add some kind of journaling tools as well. But again, I would never go crazy and just go down a rabbit hole of getting everything. Just start the ball rolling, get your plan going, and then when you find a little kind of weak spot that you need to work on, then maybe there's a tool to help you do that. Maybe there's a better journaling tool, like you can use a project management software like Trello, for example, to do your journaling in, or maybe you find you need a little bit more charting capability than you get natively with your broker, or maybe you get the idea. So don't worry about those yet, but start to think about them. Number 6 is capital. Of course, you're going to need some money to trade with, and you're going to need money that you're prepared to lose. Too many people are putting in money they've saved and like, oh, well, I've got this, I'm going to see if I can, you know, make this work for me. But if it doesn't, it's okay, I'll still have it and I'm going to tuck it away and have it at a later date. No, you know, you need to be prepared to lose all of it. Actually all of it, and think about how you would feel if you lost all of it. And it's not a pleasant thing to say, not many people are going to say this, but guys, the chances of you losing all of it on your first go are quite high. So if you've got 50k lying around, don't stick that 50k in and day trade with it. Stick in a little amount, just you know, just dip a toe is what I'm trying to say. Just have a little go with your plan, treat it as if it's 100k, but maybe it's only 2k, maybe it's only 5k, whatever the number is, maybe it doesn't matter what the number is, but treat it as if it's that, so you're not just punting it away. But at the end of the day, if you lose it, it's not going to be catastrophic to you. Prepared to lose it, you've already in your mind mentally prepared yourself and you've accepted it, and that's most important. I see so many people going in with a nest egg that they've saved up, maybe they're young, if they're old, whatever. In fact, I've seen old guys with millions go in and lose it all, and equally as I've seen young guys who have saved a couple of grand and they've lost it all. So just assume that your first foray into day trading will be a loss of account. And if you think like that, then you can be more cautious about how much capital you put at risk. You can always put more in later. You know, if you find it's working for you, can always start to dial things up a little bit further down the line. We can never get it back once it's gone. And you'll end up being the mindset as well of, oh, I've lost half of my money that I'd saved for so long. How do I get it back? Well, I'll be more aggressive. I'll trade harder. I'll trade bigger. And of course, that's a slippery slope and it all goes. So be very, 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 very careful, guys, about how much capital you are putting at risk when you first start trading. Final thing, guys, discipline. This is a huge topic in itself. I've probably done hundreds of videos just on this topic because it's the key to staying in the game for the longest period of time possible. And that is the secret sauce, if you like. It's longevity. It's being in the game. It's still being in here with some capital in your pot, with experience, seeing the markets, understanding where your weaknesses are, where your strengths are, what you're good at, what you're not good at. And that comes with screen time, with number of trades, with research, with analysis. All the time that you spend on your trading business, that adds a little deposit into the bank, if you like, and not in a financial perspective, but in a kind of experience perspective. So discipline is something that keeps you on track, stops you risking too much money, stops you taking trades you shouldn't do. Listen, we're all break rules. We all do things we shouldn't do. None of us are perfect, so don't expect to be perfect. But if you can be disciplined about all the things that you've planned to do, how much you're going to risk, what you're going to trade, when you're going to trade it, the homework you're going to do, you'll start off on a really, really, really good note. And that's the important thing, guys, starting off on a good note and getting the momentum going so that you can start to build on it, because it's a lifelong journey. It's the best job in the world if you can do it. We all love the markets. I know all my subscribers, you guys love the markets. All the viewers, you love the markets. That's why we're here. We want to learn more. We want to kind of feed on other people who have got something to add to our trading journey. So anyway, that's it, guys. If you want to become a day trader, what do you need? Some of the things I think are well worth you thinking about, approaching it in that manner. And just take it steady. You've got all the time you need. You don't have to rush into it. You can take your time and enjoy the process. Take care. See you next one. Bye-bye.